Hi guys, Dragon Warrior Reviews here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Hot Toys Batman Armory with Bruce Wayne from The Dark Knight Rises. So honestly, I wasn't actually going to get this figure, not because the figure isn't awesome, but because I was a little intimidated by the price and how much space this set would take up. But I really couldn't help myself. In size, each day I was like, wow, I really want this armory. And when I watched the movie, I thought, yeah, this armory is really awesome. And one day I was just thinking, I shouldn't, but I really want to get this because it's just going to look awesome, and I really did enjoy the Christian Bale Batman movies. So here we go. We have the Armory. So, as you can see, the box is done in this black and white colour. Front and centre here, we have a picture of the empty Batman suit in the Armory. On this side, we have Batman in his suit, as you can see. And then on the other side, we have Bruce Wayne. Down here we have a bat symbol, and it says the Dark Knight Trilogy, done in a reflective silver sort of colour. And then down here, Batman Armory with Bruce Wayne, MMS 702 1/6 scale collectible set. And then down here it says Hot Toys Movie Masterpiece. And then it says DC. On the side of the box, we just have the bat symbol again, and then the DC logo. But on the top of the box, oh wait, it's the same thing again. Pretty much the same what we got on the front of the box. And on the back here, we have a load of legal information, Hot Toy store locations, and a battery warning. And let's address the elephant in the room. Here's a picture of the empty batsuit in the Armory. Oh yes. As you can see, the box is open, but we also have this little cover or slip cover thing. So not a slip cover thing, this little rectangular cardboard piece, which I find really cool. That is awesome, honestly. Wow, I like that a lot. And then as you can see, we have the two plastic trays, or one plastic tray, and then the Armory is covered in this foam. That is really awesome. So here we go, we got the Armory in here, and we have Batman and Bruce Wayne in his plastic tray, plus a load of his accessories, and a button cell battery here, a very huge one, and his cape. So here we go. So my first impressions of Batman and Bruce Wayne, so far so good. I know we can't really see the faces too well because of the bags, but what I can see from here, looking good, and that suit looks really awesome on the Batman, as you can see. Here's his display base, and that Armory is huge. Holy crap. Anyway, let's get Batman and Bruce Wayne out of the box and all of their accessories so we can take a close look. So first of all, I'm going to take a look at all of these accessories. So I'm not going to take these out until I actually put them in the Armory itself, just because I don't want to lose any of the pieces. So first of all, we've got some batarangs here, as you can see, and some parts, I think, for his belt. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing these are like smoke grenades or grenades, something like that. Then we've got a grapple line for the gun, or grapple gun, I guess. I think these are, what are these? It looks like injections or something. I don't know. Interesting. I don't know all these pieces, to be honest with you. This is some, I don't know what these are. These darts or something. I am not sure. Let me know in the comments. Are these the gas grenades? I have no idea. More parts of the belt. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to tell me in the comments what half of this stuff is. These are definitely bullets for a gun, I think. These are arrows, I think. This is something. These are these tasers or something. As you can see, I think these are the grapple guns, I think. You get two of them. Or, I don't think this is a grapple gun. Interesting. Alright, I do apologise, I don't know too much about half of these accessories. We get some spare wrist pegs as per usual. And we get a load of hands, as you can see. We've got a flared out hand. Detail is quite good on the hands, as you can see, as you would expect from Hot Toys. We've got a fisted hand, another fisted hand. I guess this is to hold one of his guns. Another one as well, and I'm guessing this is to hold maybe one of his batarangs. And already installed on the figure, we have two open palm hands. And we have a tool for moving the eyes, but I don't think we're going to need to use this tool really. It's easy enough to do it with your finger. This is a little neck piece. The reason why you get this is if you want to have Bruce Wayne's head sculpt on the Batman armor, you can put this piece on and then put the head sculpt on. Here's a wire. Basically, this is something to do with the Armory. Basically, you plug it in and this is how it will transfer power somehow. You'll see later. And then this is a remote for the Armory. You can press it and then the Armory lights will turn on, but you will have to install a battery inside of this first of all. That's what that big battery was. We have a crotch grabber, and obviously we have a display base. It says The Dark Knight Rises, Bruce Wayne. And it's really, really awesome. I really like this. Actually, very, very nice. And textured. It's very cool. We don't get a display base for Batman. And I think some people probably are not happy about that. I don't think Justin is either. But for me, it doesn't matter. Because if you don't want Batman in the Armory, you can have him on the display base. And you're probably not going to use Bruce Wayne as well. And I know it doesn't say Batman on it. But Batman is Bruce Wayne. So it's fine. So what I'm thinking is, if you're going to have Batman, if you're going to have this figure, you're probably going to have the Armory display. You're going to have the armor displayed in the Armory and Bruce Wayne on here. But if you want Batman displayed, if you actually want Batman in the suit displayed, you're probably going to have them displayed in the Armory or on this display base near the Armory. But you're probably not going to have Bruce Wayne near Batman because it will look a bit weird. But if you want Bruce Wayne and Batman displayed next to the Armory with the Armory empty, maybe I see why you guys may be a little irritated, but for me, it doesn't bother me. Here is the unmasked cowl, as you can see. Or sorry, the empty cowl. Basically, you can remove it off this little piece here. I already tried. It's on by friction, I think, a little clip. It's very easy to take off and put on. Very, very cool. For some reason, mine has this weird black splodge on it. No idea why, but yeah. And finally, for the accessories, we have his cape. And this is a really, really nice cape. Awesome. It feels really, really nice. Very nice lightweight fabric, and it feels very good quality. Anyway, so how this video is going to work, first of all, I'm going to show you Bruce Wayne, then I'm going to show you the Batman figure, put him into some poses, and then finally, at the end of the video, we will take a look at the Armory itself. Anyway, let's take a closer look at these two awesome figures. Or one's not a figure in a certain point of view, one's a power pose statue, but you know what I mean. So we have Bruce Wayne himself here on the display base, as you can see. So here this figure is pretty much entirely a statue, other than you can move the head, you know, like a normal figure. But yes, so we're actually going to start from the bottom this time. Usually we start with the head sculpt, but we're going to start at the bottom. So we've got some awesome shoes here, as you can see. These look like kind of Nike shoes. But definitely not Nike shoes because you can't see the branding on them. But they're definitely similar. God, I like this display base here. And when we move up, this is sort of like that leg brace he put on in the film, just because he had a dodgy leg. Let's take a look at that skin texture. Very, very good. Very good on the leg. You can see the muscles really well done. And then those trousers feel quite good. They look quite good as well. Let's just adjust that t-shirt a little bit. Here we go. T-shirt looks good as well. On the back, not much to look at really, other than his t-shirt. And the arms look really good. As you can see, you got that little bit of red on there. That looks awesome. I love the detail on that. You can see the muscles, and the detail is really good on the hands as well. And underneath, you can see his fingers there, as you can see. Now for the head sculpt. Yes, so do I think it looks like him? I know some people don't like it, think it's bad, and some people do like it. What do I think? I think it looks pretty good. Maybe it ain't perfect, but it definitely looks pretty good. And it has moving eyes as well. The hair looks good, as you can see, but then when we turn around, gross. This seam is ugly. It's like they spent no effort on hiding this seam here. Basically, if you haven't guessed it already, you can remove this piece here. Can't really do it on camera, but I'll show you in a sec. And basically, it exposes the moving eyes, which is cool. But I really wish they tried to hide that seam, because the back here is noticeable on the sides here. But maybe from like this angle here, or on the front, or from this angle it's still noticeable, but not as noticeable. But from front on, it isn't. Bit disappointed, honestly, because we know that Hot Toys can hide seams on head sculpts. They've done it before. For example, with the Green Goblin figure, they did. With his head sculpt, the seam was really, really hard to notice. In fact, if you weren't looking for it, if you didn't know it was there, you probably wouldn't see it on the Green Goblin. But for this, even if you didn't think it had moving eyes, you would see that straight away. It is as clear as day. So here we go, as you can see. Let's try moving his eyes, shall we? And also, by the way, it's basically it's clipped in and with a magnet, so it's super secure. So here we go. I've got the flash on so you can see the eyes better. I sort of moved them to the side here a little bit with some side eye looking pretty good. When I actually put the head sculpt on the Batman armor, I will maybe make him looking up a little bit so it looks more angry. But this looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I got the side eye perfect. I think I have actually. It looks good. With side eye though, it's not the best looking thing ever. Maybe with a little head tilt looking forward a little bit, like Justin likes to do. I'm doing a bit like what Justin likes to do, so I can't even finish my sentence because yes, that looks a lot better. Holy crap, yes. Very, very good sculpt. Wow, it's a good figure. It is a good figure. Sorry, good statue. Now, am I a little annoyed? It's a statue and you can't articulate anything. Maybe a little bit. What they could have done is they could have given us these fully sculpted arms here, like we have here, crossed arms, but then given us a separate pair of arms where you can remove these and put some posable arms on him. So you could have him pointing at the armory, maybe trying to grab some batarangs or something, or holding his mask. That would have been really cool. It's a bit annoying, but definitely isn't the end of the world. I sort of look at Bruce Wayne here as sort of a bonus with the set. You're mostly paying for the armory. And I just feel like you know, most people are going to have the empty suit in the armory. And I feel like this sort of statue is more of a head sculpt stand, if you know what I mean. So you can display that awesome likeness to Christian Bale. Anyway, let's take a look at the Batman figure. I just have to put the cape on him. So here we have Batman. The cape is really easy to install. You just have to plug the pegs through the holes. It's getting it off, which is going to be the hard part. Justin recommends using the moving eyes tool to maybe basically when the head's off and also the neck piece has been disconnected, you just try and get it out. It shouldn't be too hard, but this looks awesome. The cape looks awesome, the proportions look awesome, and it looks good. So anyways, let's get it off the display base and take a closer look at the figure. So we're not going to take a look at the back yet. I will take a look at the back once I remove the cape and put the empty cowl on, ready for me to put it in the armory. So first of all, the head sculpt. That mouth plate looks awesome. It looks like Christian Bale. There's a little seam line round it though. No, actually no, it's not a seam line. I just realised I'm so stupid. It would look like that in the movie. Oh my goodness. Maybe on the top a little bit, near the nose. I noticed that with the 1989 Batman as well. There might be a little bit of a seam there. I might be going crazy, but that's okay. The mask is cool. Apparently the mask ain't quite accurate, but I really don't see anything which isn't really accurate. It probably isn't. Maybe I just don't notice it, but yeah, apparently the eyes aren't too accurate, but that's okay. Definitely doesn't bother me. As you can see, got those awesome eyes with the paint around his eyes, as you know with Batman. He does that, looking really cool. And when we go down here, the armor looks awesome. That is really, really well done. Wow. And the belt is cool. Apparently the crotch piece is too big as well, the armor piece. If you move the belt down, that covers it a little bit, as Justin says. But the belt is really cool, nice color as well. And you got his gauntlets. And by the way, they are quite sharp. Or are they actually? No, and yeah, a little sharp on the point. So be careful so you don't cut yourself. But the gauntlets look cool. The texture of the hands looks really, really good as well, like I said earlier, and I love what I'm looking at right now. The shoes looking really, really awesome. Nice tread at the bottom, really like the shoes design. Like I said earlier, the cape is a lovely material, absolutely beautiful cape. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I would do a comparison with the DX19 Batman, because if you have been watching my channel for a while, you will probably know that I did own that version and reviewed it, but it wasn't my figure, so it was sold. But what I know is the head sculpt is a lot better. The proportions, the head sculpt I noticed. The head sculpt with this one, with this armory, the Christian Bale head sculpt is way better. The proportions are way better. The mask or cowl is way better, and the faceplate is way better. A few other things like that, you know, the cape, definitely noticeable. I didn't really mention it in my review because I didn't really know any better, really. But when I watched Justin's review and watched the movie, I noticed that the cape was definitely a lot different. But this cape is beautiful. Also, the DX19 was based on the same movie this one is based on, but you did get that light up mask with the light up eyes, which actually was from the previous movie, the one with the Joker in it, The Dark Knight. So it's kind of nice they gave that to us anyway, and it was a really, really cool sculpt with the LED eyes. Do I miss that a little bit? A little bit, but it's nice to watch back that video and see it. But honestly, this is awesome. Also, you've got that light up gun he used in this movie as well, and another gun, stuff like that. But I would definitely rather the armory. And definitely Christian Bale is definitely one of my favourite Batmans. And the thing with him, what I love about his suit is he basically in the first movie he had like a similar one to all the other Batmans. And then in the second movie it was like, I want a suit, a lighter material. Yes, you know, Alfred did warn him. Or was it Alfred? I don't know if it was the other guy which, you know, made all his tech, you know, he's like Batmobile or whatever, said, or Alfred said this to him, but because they're plates of armor, he's a bit more vulnerable because he can get stabbed in the cracks or arm, I think, or shot. But he can move his head and he'll be a lot more faster because it's not as heavy. I really like that attention to detail. What an awesome, awesome Batman, honestly. Love it. This figure is really blowing me away. Like, I am over the moon about this. Anyway, let's get Batman into his first pose. I'm planning on doing, I think, 3 different poses with him. One of them including him wearing his head sculpt. Here we go, quite a basic Batman pose. Basically, I've put his legs like this, so he looks like he's in a stance. He's got one fisted hand and one hand like this. I really like how this looks. He's got like the open palm hand there, like he's gonna slap someone instead of punch them. I kind of like that there. That's really, really awesome. I like how it looks, and the cape just flows really, really nicely. And I will put the flash on in the sec, I think, just to show you. But before I even showed you this Batman figure, I did move his eyes a little bit. I made them looking up a little bit, so he looks very annoyed. Very, very cool. Oh, I really like this little triangle thing on this suit, by the way. When I watched the movie, I was like, wow, I really like that. I really like that effect where you can sort of see the armor. There's that triangle effect in the cape, and you can see his armor. Very cool. This might actually be my favorite Batman suit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's hard to, like, you know, decide if I like the 1989 Batman suit. We're not talking about Hot Toys figures, we're talking about the actual suits. I don't know if I like this one more or the 1989 one. I have no idea, because this is a very, very good suit. It's more, you know, like, practical for Batman, honestly. And I really like this pose as well. Like I said, yeah, you can use this display base. It says Bruce Wayne, not Batman, but Bruce Wayne is Batman. So don't give me that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give me that. I know some people may not like that, but me, I do not give a crap about that. Like, I'm excited to see the Armory, holy. But this figure really does blow me away. It definitely looks better than DX19. And yeah, magnetic head, just like DX19, and the moving eyes are under here. I did make the eyes look up a little bit more just because I feel like he didn't look as annoyed, and now, as you can see, he looks absolutely fuming. He's looking at Bane right now, like, you've already beat me once, I'm about to beat you, and my goodness, man. Talking about Bane, am I going to get Bane? Well, I want to get Bane, and I definitely want to. The reason why I didn't get him when he first came out is because I actually didn't watch the movie, so I didn't really know who he was. And when I watched the movie, I was like, Tom Hardy, well done. And now I'm really a massive fan of Bane. So am I going to get him? Well, because there's a lot of Hot Toys coming out this year, a lot of releases. Especially, I think, 3 figures which are supposed to be released very shortly. I kind of don't want to. I just want to kind of save a little bit. But I will. But when the time comes for me to get Bane, I will know it. So don't worry. I'll try and get a Bane. Hopefully, I can get one for a cheap price off eBay and not for a really stupid price. But man, I really like this pose. Anyway, let's move on to the final pose with the full suit on, and then we will put the head sculpt on. I just kind of want to try something else with this full suit on. Alright, so got me into a kind of a kicking pose. Like, I know he's not kicking that much. Maybe he's like kicking someone on the floor, maybe. I don't want to stretch the suit too much because he's bunching a bit there. And I'm not going to be leaving him in a kicking pose. I'm just worried if I stretch the leg too much, it will have a mark on it forever. Because, you know, like the Green Goblin, I had him posed in the glider. And to be fair, if I don't unpose him, I won't really notice it. But this one, I don't really want him to be pose, the kicking pose. I want him standing in the armory, but it is looking good. It's kind of a pathetic kick, but it's like he's kicking someone on the floor, but like he's kicking Bane when Batman defeated him. That's kind of cool, and he's looking down at him. I like what I did. I put a batarang in his hand. Unfortunately, you only get one of those hands, so you only can put the batarang holding hand in that arm here or this side, unfortunately. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty good pose here. It's not the best pose ever, definitely not one of my best, but it's something I wanted to try. I do like it though. I do prefer the other one, but I wanted to try something like that. You know, wow, those eyes. Oh, can we get a zoom in those eyes? Oh, whoa, camera, chill. Anyway, let's get the head sculpt on this figure so we can take a look at how well it looks on this armor. Man, that looks great. So basically how I put the head sculpt on was, first of all, before attempting to put the head sculpt on, or I did attempt it, but then I found the easiest way I found was to sort of put the neck piece in first, sort of line it up, then stick the head sculpt in, and then you can push it down a bit more. In Justin's review, this bit was more pushed down. I think you probably could. I'm not sure if it's accurate to the movie. I don't really remember. But on the Hot Toy blogger photos, it looks more like I've done it here. It does limit range of motion if it's like this, though. I feel like if this feels like it's a bit difficult to turn his head, I'll try it in a sec, but the proportions look great. So I've done 2 poses with him in his full suit. Now, I'm not going to do any poses with him until I've shown the armory. Then I'm going to do 2 poses with him in the armory with this head sculpt on. I think that's a good idea. Then obviously I will put on the empty cowl and show you the back of the armor without the cape on. But that head sculpt looks good. He's looking up, looking angry there. Holy. Now, yes, there we go. So, do I like this head sculpt? I do. It is great. Looking awesome. Now, the moment I think you've all been waiting for, and I've been waiting for, as much as I love this figure and head sculpt, and the Power Pose figure as well, I do like that, or Power Pose statue. What most people bought this figure or set for is the Armory. And now this thing is huge. My goodness. Here we go. It says Batman Armory here. The Dark Knight Rises. Bat symbol there. Nice texture here. Holy. So if we look very closely, the best detail is, because it is textured with all these finger marks. Sorry, not finger marks. My apologies. Because this is textured with all these watermarks, this is not going to be a fingerprint magnet. Because, yeah, you can feel the bumps, or sorry, the watermarks on this. It is absolutely awesome. That's why I like this so much, because obviously this would get wet, because it basically, this was in the Batcave, and it's sort of like, yeah, it was in the Batcave, so obviously it's going to get a bit wet. And I loved it in the film where it was like rising out of the ground. It looked awesome. Holy. Now, the back. Basically, you plug this wire, then you sort of feed it through here, then plug it in here, then you can switch it on, plug a USB into it. And yes, I just gave the lights a little try, just a really quick try. I didn't really look at them properly, just to see if it was all working before I wanted to show you this, just because I wanted to know. But I haven't tried the remote yet, which I'm very excited to. But here we go. This is awesome. Very well packaged as well, so this should not come damaged at all. Hopefully not for you guys. But basically, let's try and open this. Actually, there's a little rubber bit which is stopping me from opening it with one hand. So let me just, yeah, it's hard to do everything when I'm holding the phone with one hand. Here we go. Let's open it up. Holy. Now that is cool. Look at that. That is very cool. How far can it open? About there. And also, when I watched Justin's review, he sort of showed you can see the working pistons at the back. I'll show you that in a sec, but these pieces are to hold the bat suit in place. And yeah, can you imagine if these lighted up? Holy crap. And this is like a little mirror. This looks incredible. I didn't notice this on anyone's review. Only mine here. Sorry about the sound of the background. That is just the boiler going. Again, just like the other reviews, it does randomly come on. But I love that mirror here. Wow. So yeah, this is looking great. And now I'm excited to put the drawer. So as you can see, we've got these little drawers here. So yeah, you slide them out, put all the accessories in, and then you close them up, which is really, really awesome. Or what I mean is, you take the drawers out, put the accessories in, and then you put them back in there. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I'm finding it hard to speak words right now because of how cool this is. And all the lights come through here. As you can see, 3 little LED parts at the top. Cannot wait to see them properly. Holy. Let me just show you how these piston sort of things work. As you can see, look how cool it looks when it opens up. Wow. Let me just properly get that into shot there. Hold up. It's kind of hard because this thing is so big to get it all into shot, but let's give that a go. Here we go. Wow. That is really, really cool. And then you can, they extend up. That's really, really awesome. Also, I'm having some trouble getting the drawers out. I'm pretty sure they're wrapped in plastic as well, the drawers in the inside, I think. But yeah, they're quite hard to get out. I don't really have any very big nails, and to be honest with you, I don't want to scratch this thing with my nails. Actually, no, I don't have big nails, so I won't able anyway. I won't be able to anyway. But let me try and get the drawers out. All right, I did it. So basically, what you want to do is you want to try and grab. I think it's this bit here of the pull. Basically, I just used the moving eyes tool to get it out. They're quite stiff, but here we go. This is what it looks like. You got these rubber pieces sort of holding the like plastic, see-through plastic in place, so the accessories will be very, very secure. So what I'm going to do is put all of the accessories in the armory, and I will be right back. In fact, let me try a snap transition. So, all right, here we go. So just make sure in the process you don't lose anything, because some of those pieces are very small. What is very helpful is everything is sort of bunched together. Like, it's hard to explain, but basically all these pieces are sort of displayed together in here. All those pieces are displayed together in here in the same order, so you don't have to be looking around the box to get to I don't know, find the bits and pieces to go in each of the drawers. I hope that made sense. I'm not the best at explaining things, to be honest with you. But yeah, I put batteries in it. Sorry, not batteries in. I plugged it in. That thing is dying though. It needs to be charged. So hopefully it will stay alive for a bit longer. This remote works. But basically, you press this remote here. You can turn it on from the back if you want. But what most people are going to do is this. I think the power pack has died, ladies and gentlemen. But as you can see, we'll try the lights in a minute, don't worry. But as you can see, here we go, looking really awesome. Also, as you can see these little rubber dots there. Basically, make sure you put the lid on the right way, because if you put it on the wrong way, like I did, the batarangs will fall out. I was panicking. I was like, what is going on? Why is my batarangs falling out? I was like, oh, it's the wrong way. Yeah, and also when you pull off the drawers, as I showed you earlier, there's those rubber pieces. Don't worry, they're not going to break. It's fine. And if your nail's not long enough to get the drawers out, just use the moving eye tool. Anyway, let me quickly just fix the lights, or fix my power pack, and we'll take a look at the lights before we put Batman inside. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now that looks cool. Holy, let's shut this thing up. There we go. And I love the lights shining through, and you can see it sort of reflecting a bit off the sort of mirror sort of thing at the bottom there. But my goodness, this thing looks absolutely awesome lit up. Holy, this it's a bit annoying about the wire, but what you're gonna do, it's better that it's wired than batteries, in my opinion. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, is those finger marks there? I can't quite get that to shot there. Or is that just damage of glue resin or something? Nah, it's probably not. It looks like finger marks. Or maybe you can get finger marks. Maybe that's Hot Toys when they were building the thing. Or maybe that's meant to be there. I don't know. It's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. This entire thing is cool. Like, I love those watermarks. If I can zoom in a little bit, you can notice those watermarks really well. Anyway, let me get Batman let me get Batman in a pose, holding maybe his mask. And yeah, holy, this thing is outstandingly cool. Holy crap, yeah, it's focused in now. Holy, I can't get enough of this armory. This is amazing. Actually, quickly, I think these are just smudged finger marks inside. Yeah, you can sort of see when I move. Yeah, they're just like there. So you can get finger marks in the inside, because those are not textured, I don't think. No, it's only on the outside. So basically, the drawers, on the lids of the drawers and the inside is a fingerprint magnet, like you would expect. Dude, I know you can't see the figure very well, but I do want to do this in the video where before I show you the pose, I want to show you what it looks like in the shadows. I will turn the light on in a sec, because obviously Batman's ally is not the darkness, because Bane beat him at his own game. I remember in the movie where Batman thought the darkness would help him, but Bane said, you know, the darkness molded him, and it was so cool. That fight was absolutely awesome. And what I loved is at the end of the movie, Batman eventually beats Bane. The movie is awesome. Unfortunately, though, he gets kind of a lame death where he just gets shot by Catwoman on that bike. But anyway, let's turn the lights on. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This pose is pretty awesome. Make sure to wedge that mask quite tightly in his hand. By the way, if you want to get this sort of pose where he's holding the helmet mask or cowl like this, you have to use the open palm hand. As you can see, he's holding one of his guns. I don't know what that gun is. It's definitely not a grapple gun, I don't think. But I'm really in love with... What the hell? I'm really in love with this pose right now. Wow. And as you can see, I had to take the display case out to get that gun out. But here we go. That's looking cool. But I really like this pose quite a lot. It is awesome. Let's take off the lights here so we can take a proper look without any help from the lights here. I love that sculpt. That sculpt is hitting me hard right now. I am planning on doing one more pose with this sculpt. So it's even. I've done 2 poses with him with the cowl on and then 1 without, or 2 without, sorry. Sorry, I am so excited about this thing. I am losing words right now, but this is absolutely awesome. Anyway, let me get him into his fourth and final pose, or for this particular sculpt, his second and final pose. Quickly, ladies and gentlemen, I made a mistake where I think I put this the wrong way round, and when I tried to wedge the tool, or the moving eye tool in there, basically I sort of had to bend the plastic a little bit to do it, and it was very difficult. So just make sure, I think you put it this way round so you can easily wedge the tool to pull the drawers out. So for my final pose, I did want him stepping off sort of the base onto here, but I don't think it's probably possible, but it's gonna be stressing his suit quite a lot. And to be fair, I don't really want to do that because it's really annoying trying to pose, you know, characters with like rubbery suits. It's really irritating. So I just wanted something simple. Sometimes it's just better to have simple. Him just standing in there, you know, trying to get his suit on. But honestly, very cool pose. As you can see, the drawers, you can have these drawers sort of hanging out like this if you want, you know, which is really cool. And I really like this. And as you can see, he's sort of doing that. Maybe like he's putting his gloves on or taking them off, whatever. There's the mask down there, or the cowl. As you can see, it's like he's put it down there, which is really cool. Honestly, this head sculpt on this figure is chef's kiss, man. Like, it's amazing. I obviously will not, like I said, will not be displaying this head sculpt on the figure. I will be displaying him with the, you know, just the empty armor in the cabinet with the Bruce Wayne standing in front. So, but this is absolutely incredible, and I love this switch. Boom, like that. Anywhere from the room. And right now I'm going to put this remote behind my back. You don't have to believe me, but please believe me, I am not pointing it at the thing right now. I'm pointing it away from the armory, and it's behind my back. Let's press the button. It is incredible. Like, you can have this in a glass cabinet from across the room and turn it on to impress your friends if they come around. This is an awesome set. Wow, like that head sculpt it's really grown on me even more. Like, I knew I liked it when I first looked at it, but I like it even more if that's even possible right now. And I love all these components which go in here. Really awesome. It takes a bit of time, but if you're patient, you'll get them in and it'll be awesome. So I think it might be time, guys, to remove the cape, which is going to be quite difficult, I think. Remove the head sculpt, remove everything, and put the empty cowl in it. Take a look at the figure without the cape on, and I'll show you the back. So, because I think you guys have been waiting a while for that. Honestly, that's probably the hardest thing that I've ever done to remove the cape. I'm kidding. Actually, with my particular copy, I got a bit nervous because Justin did say to use the tool to try the wedge it underneath the armor to try and get it off. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? And I just thought, okay, I'm going to simply lightly pull the cape, and they just came undone. Super easy. Just, you know, try it. Hopefully with your particular copy, you get lucky like mine. Just pull it a little bit, pull it out, and they should unclip, and you can take off the cape. Let's take a look at this armor. Okay, there's so much in my shot right now. There's so much the armory, everything like that. But we go from the back, right? The detail from the back is beautiful. On DX19, we did have a little clip for the like gun or whatever, but on this one we don't. Interesting. Is it a bad thing? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they could have like given us one to like maybe you can remove one of these pieces and then put one on. But who cares anyway? You're not going to see it ever anyway. I think no, actually no, you're not going to see it anyway. No, I don't care actually. Just realize it's at the back. But this looks awesome at the back here. Holy, I'm leaning towards Christian Bale being my favorite Batman, honestly. But this looks absolutely awesome. The cowl fits in there very easily, just by a clip. And yes, I think I want to get him in the armory and take a proper look at this displayed in the armory. Just standing like this, you know, no crazy poses or anything like that. Just it standing in there. That's what it's supposed to be like. But yeah, so let me get it in there. Hopefully it won't be too hard to get in, because these pieces are there to hold it. And hopefully we don't dig into the suit over time. That would be tragic. But one more look at the back, just in case you haven't had enough. Wow, lovely. This might be my favourite Batman suit of all times, honestly. Quickly, I just want to mention, I don't know if you can see it there, ladies and gentlemen, but when I took the Batman I put the Batman suit in the armory, but I wanted to lean him back a little bit more. Took it out, and it looks like there's a little scratch where it's made contact with those little bits, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's a scratch. Not sure if you can rub it off. You can sort of see there. It's not going to be probably that noticeable, but it is pretty irritating that this nice suit's going to get scratched up. So make sure maybe not to remove it too many times, maybe to remove it here and there, maybe if you want to repose it, but just something to bear in mind, unfortunately. This, I cannot believe how bright these lights are. If I maybe try and turn it from the back, as you can see, it's in the armory really securely, sorry. My goodness, I don't even need the flash, or sorry, I don't even need my light on. Like, this looks absolutely incredible. Holy, when we open it, oh, it's hard to open. By the way, it's a magnetic seal. I'm pretty sure there's a magnet which seals it together for that extra protection or extra, I don't know how my brain is all over the place. That extra security, should I say? But man, wow, as you can see, one side is open and one side isn't. I love how cool that looks in the dark. Oh my god. This might be one of my favourite Hot Toys ever. And by the way, I'm kind of annoyed at myself because if you want to get this out without scratching it, maybe push down on the armour. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What I did earlier is I pushed down on the suit and moved it, but I don't know if you can avoid scratching this, taking it out in certain poses. I think I got it in there now where I think it would scratch it a little bit. Anyway, let me turn on the light really quickly so we can take one more look at this before we move on to the two irritating and two great things about the figure. Oh, I just tested off camera. Yeah, if you just push down the armor or push it down and move it, you will avoid scratching it. I'm kind of annoyed at myself for scratching it a little bit, but hopefully it's not going to be that noticeable. We all learn, man. I never owned a Batman Armory before. There is another Armory on pre-order right now, which is the other one from this movie, I think. But I feel like this one looks better. The other one is like the one where it's like in that cage. And it's not that easy to see the Batman suit. This one's a lot better. Let me turn off the lights so we can get a better look here. Here we go. Wow, man. I am in love with this set. Honestly, like I'm being totally honest. This is amazing. What an awesome set, man. It is crazy. Dude, I'm having some trouble like wanting to end the recording and move on because this is how cool this figure is. My god, wow, this set is so cool. Anyway, let's move on to the two irritating and two great things about this set. I can't really say this figure, this set. So the first irritating thing is the seam line on Bruce Wayne's head sculpt. Like, it's super noticeable and super ugly. And I really wish they did a better job of hiding it. It's nice for him to have moving eyes, but I really wish they hid it a little better. As you can see, I got the eyes looking to the side. The second irritating thing isn't that bad for me, honestly, but it's kind of irritating that we only got one mouth plate for Batman here. You know, it's kind of annoying if you only own one Batman like me, just because I sold, or it's not really my figure, so I could control it, but it was sold. I don't know if the X19 mouth plates are compatible with this. Maybe they are, but it's kind of irritating you only get one mouth plate. It's not the end of the world. I don't really mind as much, but if you wanted to put them into some crazy poses for photo photography, maybe it would be a bit annoying. The first great thing is just simply, this armory. Don't have to say much, but I'm going to. Number one, it is absolutely awesome. You've got these drawers and you can put the items or Batman's accessories in the cases. It lights up, it's very well detailed, and the best detail is obviously the watermarks on the surface of the glass. This thing is incredible. The second great thing is this remote. Like, you could be anywhere in your house, you can just do that. It's something they probably didn't need to add, but I just kind of like it. I kind of just like, oh, I can just be like, all right, someone walks in your house, like a friend, you're like, hey, look at this. Oh, it's just an awesome thing. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. If you like Christian Bale as Batman, and you like his suit, and you love his armory, like, get this. Absolutely get this. like, most people's irritating thing would probably be that this statue isn't posable. I get you if you do feel like that, but I really don't care that much. Yes, it would have been cool for him to have posable arms, maybe some posable arms you can install on him for some extra poses, but it's not the end of the world, honestly, for me. Like, me, I actually don't really mind. I actually really like this. I kind of treat this as a bonus, a head sculpt stand. They didn't really need to add this. They could have just added, you know, the armory and then the batsuit. And, you know, that would have been probably fine. Most people would have bought that. But I'm super glad they went all out and gave us the statue. They didn't have to do that. It's a little bonus, in my opinion. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the subscribe and a like button. Make sure to comment down below what you think of the set. Also, make sure to press the link in the description so you can check out my Instagram account. Make sure to follow me if you like what you see on there, because on my Instagram account, you will see teaser pictures of upcoming reviews. And sometimes when I upload a short to this YouTube channel, it will be a couple days early or one day early. It depends on the Instagram account. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in another review, figure preview, or short.